Welcome to this lesson, Events in Motion. Go ahead and go back to your My Stuff page and create a new project. We'll title it Events in Motion. Awesome. Now that we've done that, let's go ahead and start learning. Today, we'll be testing these with the Scratch cat, which you can see on stage. Scratch comes with all the projects you create, but you can get rid of Scratch if you'd like. First, we're going to rename the sprite to Scratch. Perfect. Now we're ready to dive in. The first event we're going to explore is the when green flag clicked. So let's drag it out into the coding area. This event will run the script based on the condition. In this case, the script is started once the green flag is pressed. Next, we're going to add a motion block from the motion category, the move 10 steps block. Now, let's run our script and see what happens. Awesome! Scratch moved 10 steps. Okay, now let's build our script. We're going to play around with a very important control block, the wait block. You can find it in the control category of the code. Drag it out to the event block on your coding space and let it be the very first action. What this is doing is basically saying this. Once the green flag is pressed by the user, I will wait 1 second and then move 10 steps. This code is telling Scratch to perform these actions.
Alright, let's make things a bit more complex. Let's drag out the go-to block. We'll let it be at the very top of our script. Now, let's change the x value to 0 by typing into the field as so. Let's do the same with y. Now, what this is saying is that as soon as this project is started, Scratch will immediately go to this location. In this case, he'll go to the middle of the screen. Let's add some more events. Drag out the when key is pressed block. As you can see, this block is a little more unique than most. If you click on the part of the block that says space, you'll notice a whole drop-down pop up with almost every key on the keyboard. You can choose from any of these keys. For now, let's leave it at the default space key. And now, let's add the glide to random position block. So now, let's test it out. Let's start the program as usual and wait for that script to carry out. Now we're ready to try our other event. Press the space key and watch as Scratch moves around. If you look towards the coding space, you'll notice that every time an event is run, it glows. This is really helpful because it shows you which scripts are being run at the time.
We're going to try 2 more blocks in this lesson. Drag out the when this sprite clicked event and add the turn clockwise degrees motion block. So, what this script does is, when the sprite is clicked, it will rotate clockwise 15 degrees. Let's try it. So we'll click the green flag and wait for that to carry out. And now we'll click on Scratch. Every time you click on him, you can see him rotate. How awesome is that? Finally, this last event block will require the use of another category. Now, let's head over to the backdrops. Let's choose a new one. Now that this has been brought into the project, let's head back to the code for the sprite. Head to the looks category and drag out the switch backdrop to block. We'll add this block at the top of the very first script we made. Make sure this one says switch backdrop to backdrop 1. Let's do the same thing for the last script we just made. And now, let's add a switch backdrop block to the space key pressed event. But this time, let's click on the drop down and switch it to the name of the new backdrop we just created. What this will do is switch the backdrop to the one we selected.
Now one last step before we put our final code into action. Drag out the when backdrop switches to block and click on the drop down and switch it to your added backdrop. Now, go to the sound category. Drag out the play sound until done block and leave the meow sound as a selected sound. Great! Now that we've done this, let's save our project and run it one last time. Let's press the green flag first. Now let's try everything at once. Let's click on the space key and look! The backdrop changes and the cat moves. On top of this, as soon as the backdrop changes to the desert backdrop, the sound is played. Now let's click on Scratch, and we can see that the backdrop changes to backdrop 1, and Scratch turns. Awesome! You just finished your very first coding lesson. In this lesson, we talked all about some of the basics for coding on Scratch. Over the next lessons, we will be using our knowledge to build bigger and better projects. Make sure you check out Coderable.com for the complete course. We hope you had fun and remember to keep coding.